Come ride the little train that is rolling down the tracks to the junction. Forget about your cares, it is time to relax at the junction. Lots of curves, you bet, and even more when you get to the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
There's a little hotel called the Shady Rest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
It is run by Kate. Come and be her guest at the junction.
Petticoat Junction.
And that's Uncle Joe. He's a moving kind of slow at the junction. Petticoat Junction.
Pneumatic tube leads to the various rooms. We can send mail and messages up to the guests, and they can send messages and room service orders back down to us. Saves a lot of footsteps.
Sounds like a good idea. Could we see it work?
Well, I've been kind of holding out for our grand opening. I guess a trial run wouldn't hurt. Bobby Joe! Now we'll pretend that this envelope here is the mail. Yeah, it runs off one of Kate's old vacuum cleaners.
Did you call me, Uncle Joe?
Yeah, I'm showing Helen how we can deliver the mail from the desk right onto the dresser in the guest room. Will you go into room number 5 and watch for this letter? And hurry it up. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Now you put the envelope in the tube like this.
Yeah. Ready?
Then you turn this to outgoing, and presto! Still a few bugs I've got to work out.
Works great at this end, Uncle Joe. It even removes the dust from the dresser.
Oh, well. You get the general idea.
Yeah, I get the general idea, and I think when you get the bugs worked out, it'll operate fine.
Well, actually, when I... You really do?
Yeah, I really do.
Oh, well, you and me's going to get along just fine. We'll see. Now I got to run up to Drucker's and see if my Army surplus self-inflated raft showed up.
Army surplus raft?
Oh, didn't I tell you about that? That's another one of my innovations. You know, all the swanky hotels have what they call a sun deck, where the guests go and sunbathe. Well, the Shady Rest's going to have a sun raft. I'm floating it on top of the water tank. I charge all the guests 6 bits to climb the ladder. It's these little extras that give us the edge over the run-of-the-mill hotel. See?
So long. Oh, you know, I'd forgotten how interesting it is living around Uncle Joe. Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
I heard about Mr. Drucker letting you run the Hooterville World Guardian for another week. How are you doing? Good? Oh.
You know, I wanted to make the Hooterville World Guardian live. I wanted to make it vital and vibrant. I'm afraid I'm failing.
Oh, Jeff, don't say that. Why, a man of your ability and drive can't fail.
Thanks for your confidence, but when your biggest story of the week is Ben Miller's butter churn breaks down, you know, that's going to have a tough time getting on Meet the Press.
I know, but it's really not your fault. It's just that nothing ever really exciting happens here in the valley.
But it's my duty as an editor and as a reporter to dig out a news item, to find an angle, to create excitement.
I'm sorry, but around here, my Aunt Helen.
Huh?
You could interview her. She just arrived and she's staying here at the Shady Rest.
It's worth a try. Let's go. After leaving the bustle of the big city, how do you feel about it here in the valley? Pretty dull. Unimaginative? Uninspiring? Backward? Say, that'll really shake up the people here in the valley. A person from the big city picking on Hooterville. Ooh, will they be up in arms about this? Terrific. Beautiful.
What are you writing?
About how you think Hooterville is dull, unimaginative, uninspiring.
I didn't say that.
You didn't?
No.
Well, couldn't you say it just a little bit?
Not really, because I don't think it. I think the valley is peaceful and serene and wonderful. The answer to what I'm looking for.
It is, huh?
I'm sorry. Maybe we should explain. You see, Aunt Helen, every morning Jeff leaves Sam Drucker's store looking for an exciting story for the newspaper. But nothing ever happens.
She's right. Nothing ever happens around here. Absolutely nothing.
And keep them up, or I'll plug you. $6.04. It's been a slow morning. Come on, Mac. You could do better than that. Where are you hiding it?
Look, mister, I run a very small store here, and a lot of my business is on credit. Tell him, Joel. Yeah, if it wasn't for the money Sam takes in from running the post office, he could hardly make it.
Post office? Thanks. Well, thank you, Uncle Sam. Hey, this is more like it. Just in case you get some ideas about calling the sheriff. Oh, no, you don't. Hiya! Keep him up there. And that's the way I want you to hold him for the next 10 minutes.
I'll get it.
How do you do? Nice day, eh?
Yes, it is. May I help you?
I would like to get a room.
Oh, fine. Do you want to sit here? I'll get the register.
Thank you.
Oh, this is our new guest, Mr. Lawson. My sister, Bobby Joe. Mr. Lawson and her friend, Jeff Powers.
Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Powers is a newspaper reporter.
Oh?
With the Hooterville World Guardian. You know, we're very interested in new visitors to our valley. What line of work are you in, Mr. Lawson?
Oh, I'm a greeting card salesman.
Interesting. You know, this could be a great interview. Of all the cards, which one is your biggest seller?
Sympathy cards. I think I better go to my room.
And which one is your personal favorite?
My favorite is Valentine Day cards. I guess I'm just a lover at heart.
I suppose at this time of year, you'll be featuring Mother's Day cards, huh?
Oh, yeah, we push them like crazy.
We'd love to see some of your Mother's Day cards. Could we? We'd like to order some.
I'm afraid our Mother's Day cards didn't turn out so good this year.
Oh.
Well, we're kind of ashamed. You see, the lace, it gets all scraggly and frayed, and frankly, it's a mess. Well, I'd like to get up to my room.
Oh, it's room 5. I'll show you.
Oh, thank you.
This just isn't my day. I couldn't even get a decent interview out of a greetings card salesman.
I'm sorry, Jeff, but have faith. Sooner or later, something's bound to show up that's newsworthy.
Thank you, Bobby Joe. Yeah, every man should have a woman like you behind him.
Oh, really?
You give me the strength to carry on.
I do?
You most certainly do. Onward and upward!
Onward and upward.
Petticoat Junction will return after these messages. And now, back to Petticoat Junction.
According to this, we still owe Mr. Drucker for last month. Well, according to this, Mom.
Oh,
Uncle Joe, what's the matter?
boy, what I've gone through this morning. Oh, brother.
What's wrong, Joe?
Sam and me was held up this morning.
What? Held up? By a burglar with a gun?
Boy, it was... Yeah, by a burglar with a gun.
Well, how did it happen?
Well, we was in the store. This guy comes in and shoves a gun right in our face.
Wait, your face? What did you do?
Now, wait a minute. You haven't heard anything yet.
Oh, there's our new guest. Oh, Mr. Lawson, I'd like you to meet our uncle, Joe Carson.
How are you?
Uncle Joe was just telling us about being held up at Mr. Drucker's store.
Oh, well, that must have been a frightening experience.
Well, you'd never know unless you was there.
Did you recognize him if you ever saw him again?
Well, he was wearing a mask. But with my keen, perceptive, detective-type mind, I think I'd know the guy anywhere.
How big a man was he?
Oh, he was a big bruiser. Take him. He was at least a foot taller.
Well, I'm going to go out and stir up small business.
Yeah, well, watch yourself. This guy is still on the loose.
Mr. Lawson is a greeting card salesman.
Oh. Oh, really? Glad to hear that. I used to dabble in greeting card verses myself.
Oh?
Without a shadow of a doubt, you're my sweetheart in every way. And speaking of shadows, let me say, happy, happy Groundhog Day. Doesn't seem to have much sentiment for a greeting card salesman.
Hi, Joe. I understand you were with Sam Drucker this morning when his store was held up.
Yeah, I was with him.
Must have been pretty scary, huh?
Scary. Sam hadn't held me back, I'd have nailed him on the spot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'd have given him my correspondence school karate chop. Chopped him in pieces. They'd have had to haul him away in sections. I'd have worked him over.
You were saying, Joe? Hello, Sheriff Crandall.
Oh, hi, Sheriff.
So, you were in on the holdup at Sam's, huh?
Yeah, I was there. How come you can loll around here having shades when the country's overrun with criminals?
What do you mean, overrun with criminals?
I mean that crime is running rampant in the valley.
Name me the last crime committed in the valley.
I can not only name it, I can tell you the date. It was August 8th, 1963.
Yeah, what happened then?
Some crook rifled a gumball machine over in the Hooterville Depot.
Easy on the sideburns, Bert. Bert's barber shop. 2 chairs, no waiting. Yeah, he's here. Sheriff. Sheriff Crandall. Yeah? When? Okay, I'll be right there. The Pixley Bank was just held up. No kidding.
You say there's no crime in the valley. It's crawling with criminals.
You really believe that, don't you, Joe?
Well, I wouldn't say it if I didn't believe it.
Okay. I'm going to deputize you right on the spot.
Now, hold it a minute, Sheriff. When I'm talking about crime, I mean like kids stealing empty pop bottles. People being overdrawn with books at the library.
Raise your right hand. Raise your right hand. This is your right hand, Joe. Now repeat after me. As a deputy of Pixley County,
As a deputy of Pixley County,
I hereby swear to uphold the law and order of this sovereign state.
I hereby swear to hold the law and order of this sovereign state.
Congratulations. There's a gun for you over at the station.
Bullets?
Yes, with bullets. I wouldn't worry about it, Joe. I wouldn't give that deputy business another thought. That crook's probably out of the county by now.
Yeah, there's nothing to worry about.
Have a chair, Joe. Joe, I do my barbering over here.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Oh, hi, Uncle Joe.
Hi.
Hey, let's go back to the bridge, you guys. Yeah, let's start right here, and we'll see what'll happen. Oh, Uncle Joe. A life raft or something arrived at the depot for you, so Floyd and I brought it down.
Oh, yeah, the Army surplus raft.
I had him put it up in your room, because I knew...
Betty Joe, I appreciate it and thanks. But right now I've got more important things to think about.
Something wrong?
Well, with this crime wave in the valley, sheriff has made me a deputy.
Oh, hey, deputy! I was scared before, but now with a deputy in the hotel, I'm not a bit afraid.
Yeah?
Well, where's your gun? Didn't they give you one?
I'm going to use my hunting rifle. It's up in my room. I got to go get it and report back to the sheriff. The way things are going, this bandit might be anywhere.
Hey, Joe, can I see you? It's important. Understand you're a deputy now.
Yeah. What's up?
Well, I ran into the sheriff in Pixley, and he wanted me to fly these down to you. Could be a lead on catching the crook. Now, you see, the idea is to put these various parts of the photograph together, and you come up with the crook.
I know all about it. Made a study of it in that detective course I took.
Well, the sheriff said you had a good look at the guy, except for the eyes, which were covered by a mask.
Yeah, during the whole thing, I made mental notes. I got all his features except his eyes filed in my computerized brain.
Well, good. Because the Pixley bank teller got a good look at his eyes when the mask slipped. Now, here's what he picked out.
Oh, well, this is a cinch. Now, let's see. Here. I'd know that chin anywhere.
Joe, that's a forehead.
Okay. Well, now, let's see. Let's see if we can find a hairline. There we are. Yeah, that's it. There's no mistake. That isn't the face of a crook. I never seen one.
Joe, that's a picture of you.
Petticoat Junction will return after these messages.
Hello, everybody. What's going on here?
A little detective work. I've been made a deputy, you know.
Oh.
Where you going with this?
Up to Mr. Lawson's room. You know how he likes to eat alone, and it's about that time.
Well, I can take it up to him. I'm going up anyway.
Oh, thanks, Joe.
Oh, Joe, one other thing the sheriff wanted me to give you. This is a list of the serial numbers on the $20 bills stolen from the Pixley bank. He said you should be on the lookout for them.
Okay. Stupid sheriff. The bandit's probably spending one of these right now in the coffee shop next to the jail.
Come on, shortstop. Time we were hurrying home.
All right. I've got to start preparing your dinner.
In that case, what are we hurrying for?
Bye. Bye, kids. Uncle Joe, when you see Mr. Lawson, why don't you see if you can sell him one of your greeting card verses?
What do you know?
Joe, didn't this come from number 5, Mr. Lawson's room?
Yeah, it's sure a relief. I thought we might have a deadbeat on our hands. You know, the greeting card business hasn't been too good lately.
Uncle Joe, where's that list of the serial numbers of the currency stolen from the bank?
Right here. Now, there's a coincidence. These are all $20 bills, and so are these.
Look at that. L2250370. L2250370.
Hey, how about that? You know, that poor guy could get into a lot of trouble. He's got the same number on his bills that they're looking for. Well, if we vouch for him, we can... Oh, no. You don't think that he...
Has to be. What are we going to do? He's probably armed. With a gun.
Doggone them sheriffs. They're never around when you need them.
I thought he made you a deputy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it would help if you had your gun.
Yeah, sure. It's up in my room. Maybe I better go get it.
Yeah, that would probably be a very good idea. Be careful, Uncle Joe. Yeah, the bandit will probably shoot to kill. And I was only trying to give him courage.
Let's see, where'd I put that? See, I went rabbit hunting. When I put that thing in here, see it here for me. I'll see if I put it in this closet. I'm gonna fix that radiator again. Boy, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Okay, you, what are you doing back there? Now, that'll teach you. Never heard of the inflated life raft in the room trick, huh?
Hey, Sheriff! I got him! Up here!
You've got him.
Single-handed. Look, no gun.
No wonder I got it for $3.98. Can't get away with this. The sheriff's coming.
You're gonna be between me and the sheriff. Come on. Right, hold it. See if the coast is clear. Come on.
The old hat pin in the wallet trick. Stop that, you! Stop it!
Where's my gun?
All right, stop now. Get on your feet. I don't know how you did it, but you'll get a reward for this.
Well, I didn't do anything. Uncle Joe was the hero.
She says you're the hero.
Yes, he's the one who fell on this man's gun.
Oh, yeah, Sheriff. It's the old pretend you faint and fall on the gun trick. All right, you march. Better get him out of here, Sheriff, before I do something. The one thing I can't stand is a bad apple.
Even your Mother's Day cards were no good.
Come on, Helen. You don't have to worry with me around.
Up next, an hour of Ed's. Stay tuned for Mr. Ed, followed by the Ed Sullivan Show, here on TV Land.